Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, August the 13th, and we are back for another Tuesday tip. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Pia Miller. I'm an attorney in Virginia, own my own law firm. Just about every Tuesday I come in and talk about a little something random. That little something random for this week. So first, I want to give a huge happy birthday shout out to my best friend. Woo, enjoy your birthday, do the things, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Second, have y'all been watching the Olympics? This whole thing has been crazy with Jordan Chiles's bronze medal in the appeal from the other country, from Romania. And so that got me to thinking like, hey, Pia, appeals. We do that here in Virginia. And so I want to just kind of briefly give you guys an overview. Now, I'm going to only discuss how this applies to my family law cases. We're not going to talk about criminal appeals at this point. Maybe I'll do that in a later video. But basically, the biggest thing that I want to caution people about, if your goal is to not be in and out of court like every other year, every other month, every other whatever, you want to be careful about just automatically filing in the juvenile court for things like custody, visitation, child support, spousal support. Why do I say that? I say that because you guys can have a trial in the juvenile court. And so technically I'm calling it the juvenile court, but it's the Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. That's what we call it here in Virginia. Some other courts may call it like family court, things like that. But this is the Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. So you can have a trial. And I can almost guarantee you that neither side is going to be happy with the result of that trial. And so pretty much, and I don't know the exact statistic, but from what I've seen, just about 85 to 90% of cases automatically get appealed up to the circuit court. Pia, why did they do that? So they do that because when you finish your trial in the juvenile court, by law, it's an automatic new trial in the circuit court. So you might have a few hours in the juvenile court. You might be given more time than that, but generally speaking, you're going to have a few hours for the trial. And a lot of people know that they're going to get more than a few hours, if not a full day. So a full 8-hour hearing or a 7-hour hearing in the circuit court. So a lot of times people just rinse, repeat, do a whole new trial in the circuit court. And it just ends up in this constant cycle of being in and out of court. So this is also why I always caution people. If you have a situation that deals with children, child custody, child visitation, child support, you really want to work closely with an attorney and talk about what the best strategy is. Because if you guys were also married and there's a potential divorce that's floating in the background, it may be more advantageous to just go ahead and file in the circuit court. It may not be. You may not even be allowed to at the time of filing, just based upon the grounds for divorce, things like that. But it's super important to work with an attorney so that you're not in and out of court. Once you get in circuit court, the rules apply across the board, but you're going to be really held to a strict standard in circuit court. There's different requirements, things like court reporters, different scheduling orders that may be in place. And there's also broader discovery. So again, it's a more intense process, but you don't want to be in and out of court every few years just because you guys are going back and forth and you know you have this automatic right of appeal. Work with an attorney, y'all. Please, please work with an attorney. That's what we're here for, is to help guide you through that process so that it can be as smooth as possible. And yes, every single time that you are just doing this automatic appeal, and maybe you have to get, maybe the other side appeals the decision from the juvenile court, and now the case is being set for trial in circuit court. Now you got to get an attorney. Either way, it's costly. And so I can almost guarantee you it's going to be less costly if you start with an attorney from the front end. As always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We are not like the Olympics committee where it's just an automatic, oh no, we're not going to consider it. Sorry, Jordan. I really hate that. I really, really hate that. I hope that there is some way that they can get her medal back to her, or like just give everybody the bronze. I don't care. This is on the judges. This isn't on the competitors. But again, seriously, if y'all have questions, don't hesitate to reach out and come back for our next Tuesday tip.